So hello everybody, and I got some guests here today. Say hello, guests.
Hello.
Hi. So first of all, I want to say, and I guess I'm going to talk to the camera, okay? But feel free. But what I want to say, what I was saying before, is come as you are. Be yourself. Please be as honest as you possibly can. Okay. Share as much as you want to. And the reason why I brought you guys together is because, like I was saying yesterday when we were working together, a half hour apart, you guys had asked me the same question, the same exact question. And I had already talked to Tracy that I was going to do a YouTube video, and I asked her to do it, and then you guys asked me the same question, and then they just told me now that when we came together today, the two women, right, are both wearing the Tree of Life. Okay? So that's synchronicity, right?
You can't plan that. Like, that's,
you can't
that
plan
doesn't happen.
Okay, there's a spiritual connection between all of us and everything.
Definitely.
Ultimately, it's a spiritual, spirit is running the show. Like there's an intelligence to the universe. But anyway, so let's get to it, because the question that you guys asked me, and it's a very important question, and I did a video vlog, I'm learning, the other day about loving yourself and forgiving yourself, and then you guys asked that question. So I want to just have a discussion about that a little bit. Ask your questions and let's talk about it, okay? And see what we can share and what we can learn. Okay, so if you can, just what is your question about it? What's your question about that topic? But forget you're on camera. We're just sharing. We're sharing with each other. We're sharing with others.
Right, and what you were saying on the Instagram video was completely relatable. So I didn't feel any type of way coming here and having a discussion in front of somebody else. So camera and all is fine. So basically the question was, through the process of the adjustments, would the feeling of like being your own worst enemy kind of fall away, and dissipate? Because I know that I have that issue of getting inside my own head and, telling myself, thinking about all the work that has to be done about something, and then saying, oh my God, I have to do that, I have to do that, I have to do that, I can't do all that, I just can't do that. And I'll just psych myself out and not even do it, and not even try. And I know that that's what I do, and that is why, I have emotional things that I go through, and other than that, but that's my main thing, that I want to get rid of that. I just want it to go away.
Great, thank you, cool. Who's next, and then we'll talk a little bit.
Well, one of the questions I asked you, Dr. Mike, was, is the pain the part of the process? Like, I'm really sore, and is that part of the adjustment process? And it's like, I felt kind of weird, because it's like, I'm okay, but I'm not okay. Like, how could you be at the same time? Like, I'm okay, but I'm really not okay.
So you're not feeling good, but
right.
Okay, but you feel like you're okay.
Yeah, and then why do we separate to begin with when we're all whole and we all want the same thing? We all want to be one, like together and connected, but we separate.
What do you mean by separate? What do you mean? What do you see?
I just see that the love falls away.
From where?
From each other. We have to kind of always bring ourselves back, to connect, but we disconnect all the time.
Oof, okay,
That's
so
sweet.
so the disconnection question, the pain question, okay, the human doing question, instead of a human being, right? We all become human doings, and we'll talk about that. Colin?
One of the initial questions that I always had in the beginning of this process was, when the changes to my body and my spirit change, when I'm confronted with a situation that made me so uptight and just made my body tense up, how will my body react to it? Knowing that this process is going to prepare my body for that situation, but just the anticipation of when that next encounter is going to happen, how is my body going to react to it? Is it, how's it going to feel when it's basically defending itself from stress?
Okay. So it's you're anticipating not feeling good in stress? Is that what it is
not
physically?
anticipating not feeling good, but just anticipating like what it's going to feel like when it happens.
So
like
you're
after
kind
a
of
while.
worried about that?
A little bit. Like I know my body will hold up a lot better, but I'm just curious as to like,
Okay.
what it's gonna actually be like.
Okay, thanks guys, thanks. So, and I guess like I'm gonna look at the camera too, because I'm talking to everybody, okay, but I'm talking to you guys, and I guess I'll go back and forth a little bit. And I hope you can hear us. I hope that, anyway. So, all right, really good, great questions, right? So look, pain is part of the deal, okay? There's a saying that says, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Okay, and pain, in life, there's ups and downs in life. There's things we like, there are things we don't like, right? There's going to be, all kinds of mistakes that we make, that others make. It's not, we're going to fall, things happen, we're going to have physical pain, we're going to have emotional pain. It's part of the deal. Okay, it's just part of the deal. All right, but suffering is optional, and suffering, right, is when it's our thoughts about what happens. That creates all suffering. So it's like, suffering is really, it's, oh no, what does this situation or feeling mean about me and my future? Because really the purpose of life, right, is to be you. That's why we're here, as a unique spark of divinity, living this physical life at this time. The purpose is to find and express, right, and experience the miracle that you are. That's the purpose. And we're learning through life how to be more and more authentic, physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? So anyway, so pain is part of that process, because pain's going to show us what we want and what we don't want, what we like and what we don't want, what we like and what we don't like, right? It's a motivator. And we need to learn how to learn from that. But suffering is optional. And what everybody talks about, right, emotionally, is they want to know how not to suffer. Okay? Because what happens is when we suffer, right, when something's like, oh no, what does this mean about me? Am I good enough? Am I going to survive? Am I going to feel pain in my body? Am I going to, am I going to have a good future? Can I ever find love? Right? It's like, will this ever go away? It's, oh no, what does this mean about me? Because the purpose of me being here in this life is to be me, and I want to know me, and I want to love me, and I want to experience me, and I want to share me, right? So suffering is, that might not happen. The illusion of separation. Okay, the illusion of separation, because the truth is we are all always connected. Oops! It's like, whoa, wait a second. How can I feel disconnected all the time when I'm really always connected? Because to err is human, right? To forgive divine. Okay? God set it up. The wisdom of creation set it up so that we have to bring, forgiveness. Because, and the reason that he set it up that way, we have to bring love. I was once told in a men's group, they said, look, Mike, if you want to see something happen here, if you want something something to show up, you got to bring it. Wow, what a great lesson. You want more love in your life? You got to bring it. You want more success? You got to bring it. You want more forgiveness? You got to bring it. Because it's your soul calling you. If you find that you want something, it's your, right? Or you desire something, it's your soul calling it from you. It's so cool. And the universe set it up that way. The wisdom of creation set it up that way. Why? Because Jesus said it. Okay? Right? So you sow, so shall you reap. What goes around comes around. Right? The law of attraction. So what we give is who we become. That's the secret. I love it. What we give is who we become. So there's something you want, you gotta bring it. And as you bring it, you become it. So what happens is more and more, and it's a practice, right? Life is a practice. Okay? So you were saying, so what happens is when we feel separated, when we're suffering because we're in an illusion that we're disconnected, we're in an illusion that I'm not in control, we're in an illusion that other things in life are in control, people are in control, the weather is in control, the politics are in control, my financial situation is in control, right, of our emotional well-being. And we talked about that in my 3-part video series, which these people know about, okay, about blame. Because when we were children, okay, when we were young, we were taught, right, that by parents who were there to be our teachers as we were young, right, to teach us how to do the world. And we looked to them like, oh, how do we do this world? And most parents didn't have the life skills, the right life skills to teach little human beings how to be self-sufficient, self-loving, connected, authentic human beings. So and when we're very young, it's appropriate to say, stop, Johnny, don't do that, do this. But what happens is our parents never teach us how to get out of that childhood thinking, and so we constantly go through our adult life. We go through our child life most of the time and into our adult life from the perspective of other things have authority over me. We maintain that child perception that other people and other things have authority over me, and I need to come up to their standards, because no one ever taught me to come from my authentic self and what do I truly want, what's really true for me, and how do I live by my own standards? What even are my own standards? Right? What are my deepest values and ethics?
Good question.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the key. See, there's lots of parts to living inner peace and ending stress and conflict in your life and living with great inner peace and inner love. There's lots of parts, and we're touching on a lot of these parts. And it's a practice to go through them all, and we can do that. But so anyway, so who we are, and I'm touching a lot of the basics here. So this is really great, and I love your questions. That's why you guys are very special to me. You are, all of you are really.
Ditto.
So who we are. If you want to know who you are, how you find who you are is a discovery through your life. We don't just know, oh, this is who I am. We discover who we are, right? Because we change and things change and we learn and we grow. So we're constantly evolving. We're human beings. That's a verb. You know what I'm saying? It's not, okay? We're never finished. So we discover who we are throughout life. But how you know your truth is what's deeply important to you. So as you move through situations in life, what's my deepest values? What's deeply important to me? What stirs my soul? What stirs my heart in this situation? And those are the things you know are true to you. And what you'll start to notice is those things start to be consistent. And you'll go, wow, kindness, for instance, for me, is a huge value. I can't not be kind, and I am a stand for kindness in the world. If I don't see kindness in the world, I'm a warrior. Okay? So I am, therefore, part of who I am is kindness. See, what's deeply, so I made a list with the coach that I worked with, I made a list of all the things that I find, and I wrote, I am kindness, I am, right? Because when Moses went to the mountain, okay, and he asked God, he saw the burning bush, and he asked God, reveal thy name, who are you? God replied, I am. Wait, God, your name is I am? So wait, I am? So wait, I'm a child of God? So wait, I'm a spark of divinity? Wait. Jesus said, you can do as I do? Right? So we are little manifestors, right? So anyway, so I am that I am. We are that we are. Okay? And we find out who we are in the process of discovery through what's deeply important to us. When we're disconnected from that, when we haven't practiced and these skills, right? We try to make up for the emptiness that we feel inside, and we become human doings, like you were saying, rather than human beings. Right? We don't just be and experience our feelings and experience each other and experience what's going on in our lives and just move through life making choices. Yes, I want this. No, I don't want that. Thank you, but no thank you. Okay, yeah, can I have some more of this? Oh, would you treat me like that? God, I would love some of that. Oh, let's go have fun. Right? We don't go through life like that. We go through life which is the way it should be. Well, not shoulds. I don't like shooting on ourselves, but there's no shoulds, right? There's only what's right for me and what's not right for me, and learning how to love myself and forgive myself every moment, every step of the way while I'm making choices. Okay, and loving and forgiving myself that I can make mistakes while making my choices. We can clean it up. So when we're disconnected, right, we try to make up for the emptiness by doing for others, being overly helpful, being successful, making a lot of money, all kinds of things, having a good relationship, right? We try to be successful in all these things and we become human doings, but it doesn't make up for the emptiness that I feel inside, so I got to do more and more. Because somewhere in the back of my mind, something's wrong. Something's wrong with me. And really the only thing that's, like again, suffering, right? Oh no, what does that mean about me?
And something doesn't feel right. And when you say that, it's like, oh, something doesn't feel right in my body.
Yeah. And what doesn't feel right is that I just don't know myself yet. That's all it is. It's all a call to learn, who am I? Ow! I mean, I went through such suffering. I think I was telling you yesterday, right? Excruciating pain for months or years. I don't know how long it was. Okay? When I started to really see with a coach of mine, it was fabulous. When I started to really see all the ways that I lied to myself. I thought I was a giving person. I thought I was a loving person. I thought I was a successful person. But really, I was doing it from someone else's. I was doing it out to get, not to give. I wasn't doing it from an expression of who I am and doing it for the sake of giving, loving, and serving only. Right? I wasn't something that I was just offering up with no expectation, which is a true giving, right? I was being a chiropractor. I realized I was being a chiropractor, for instance, because I wanted to help people so that they would love me, so that I'd feel good about myself. I wasn't giving, I was trying to get. I was manipulating these people. Oh, okay, I was doing a nice thing. I was doing a good thing. Yeah, that's okay, right? I was providing a service. But I wasn't happy deep in my mind because my subconscious, I wasn't conscious of it, my subconscious knew that I was faking it. I was manipulating. I was trying to get, not giving from my wholeness and fullness of knowing who I am. And every time I did it, right, it piles up back here. Oh, I'm inauthentic again. Oh, I'm inauthentic again. Oh, I'm inauthentic again. Oh man, I'm really manipulating people. Oh man, I'm being, I'm just not feeling satisfied. But it's all subconscious. We don't know that's going on in the back of our head. all we know is that we feel it sometimes. All we know is that we're doing well, but then someone says or does something, and all of a sudden we're triggered. And all of a sudden we're in this spiral downfall, and we're not sure why.
Yeah.
You know, we're in this huge downfall from this little thing because it triggered all that hurt, guilt, anger, shame, fear that's piled up in the back of us. But all that is piled up because we were never taught to learn who we are, to be ourselves, and how to discover that throughout life in a moment-to-moment process. In a moment-to-moment process. And there's so much to that. But that's my passion. Okay, that's what I love to teach. Because God bless, thank God. Okay, in my own search, I found a lot of teachers along the way. A lot. Okay, I mean, excruciating work. I'm not married, I have no children. Okay, right? I'm 56 years old. Why? Because I didn't, from 37 to 47, okay, I worked on me. Which was the time I should have been creating a family, right? But it took me to 35, 36 to know, oh my God, I'm not producing the results that I want in my life. Uh-oh. It's not them. It's not circumstance. It's me. And I have to shift me if I want to shift my life. So it took me 10 years of really hard work. And I put everything into it to find the truth of who I am. And to live it. That's the key, living it. Have the courage to live it. So, questions. I mean, I hope I answered your questions. I think I went through everything. I mean, with your question, Colin, you were talking about anticipating pain, right? Whether it's physical and or emotional pain. Because it's not the physical pain that bothers us so much. Yeah, it's annoying, you know what I'm saying, and it hurts. But it's more the emotional pain that really gets us. Like, ow! And then I suffer about it. Oh no, am I going to be able to go to work? Oh no, is this ever going to go away? Oh no, can I ever go play Frisbee again? Like, it's the emotional pain. So it's our suffering is always our thoughts about the situation, which we have control over. So pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Okay, we have control over that. But it's a practice, everything's a practice. Forgive yourself, right? Forgive yourself. Oh, I'm not good at that yet. Great! Neither am I. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so many things I'm learning in life still. But I've learned to forgive myself. It's okay. I can learn. And better yet, I can go get help. So I can connect with people. Well, will you help me? Right? I don't know how to talk to people in social situations. I'm a real clod at it. And God, what did I just do? I shared with somebody else. I gave someone else an opportunity to give to me, which is helpful to them. I gave someone else an opportunity to learn more about themselves. I gave me an opportunity to learn more about myself. Okay? We have an intimate connection, right? Intimacy, which is into me see. Right? We have an intimate connection, and we both learn. And we're two sparks of divinity healing each other's lives. We're all angels to each other because we're all connected, really. So what did I do by revealing myself? I just made blessings all over the place for everyone. Thank God. That's how he, she, they set it up. Called the wisdom of creation, because all gods are good to me, good for me. Whether it's Allah or Jesus and God, and they're all beautiful. Buddha. So, Colin, right? You were saying that the anticipation, right, of pain in your body and stuff like that. So, where is God? Is God in the future? God in the past? God here now? How do we connect to reality? Because God is defined as the ultimate reality.
Living in the moment.
What's that?
Living in the moment.
What do you think?
Connect to ourselves.
Okay.
And then, like, I don't know, like,
In the past,
stop.
in the-
Just stop. Just stop and be.
Yeah, just stop and be. In the past, present, or future?
No, right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Colin, what do you think?
Be true to yourself and let God handle the rest.
All right, good. In the past, present, or future?
All the above.
Okay, could be. Depends on your perspective, I assume. And so it's been said, and I believe this, right? That if I'm suffering about something, like I'm worried that I'm going to feel pain, I'm suffering about the future, right? But if I just be here now, in this moment, like you guys are saying, I'm really okay. Wait, there's peace here. Oh, cool. So be here now, right? If I'm in the past, lamenting about what happened to me, oh no, that shouldn't have happened, I don't like that, why did that happen to me? Oh, poor me, whatever that is, I'm in the past. But if I focus right now, right in this moment, no, there's peace here. I find that there's always peace in the moment, always. Okay, even though I might be feeling sad or angry or upset about something, because I'm recognizing something in life that I don't want. That's all it is. It's I'm recognizing something that I don't want. And I don't yet know what I do want. So the emotion, energy in motion, right? The emotion is motivating me to search. Everything is blessed in God's universe, even your pain. The Buddha said, the key to enlightenment, the key is to embrace suffering. What? Hold on. So many people follow Buddha in this world, millions and millions. And he said, the key is to embrace suffering. Because the suffering is just pointing to showing us the illusion of separateness, like we talked about before. The suffering is showing us, okay, which is a wonderful thing, right? You want to see the illusion of separateness so we can move past it, right? And know that we're connected in this moment, in the now. The suffering is pointing to, is showing us what we want and what we don't want. Oh, this is not what I want. Oh, all these thoughts that keep ringing in my head about myself. All these judgments that I keep doing about myself or about others. All these, feelings. It makes me painful because my spirit is saying it's not what you want. Your heart, your spirit, your core, your soul, the heart of who you are. And I think the heart and spirit are together. I think, people say follow your heart. People say follow your spirit. And I think they radiate together. But, so all that is that part of you, the true part of you, okay, the divine part of you, saying these thoughts and stuff are just not what I want. I just don't want these. Okay, I may not know how to get out of it yet. I may not know how to think a different way yet. Okay, but I forgive myself for that. Because there's no reason not to. If I don't forgive myself, it only makes things worse. The pain gets worse.
Yeah, that's like so easy when you say that.
Yeah, because it's a moment-to-moment process. It's not, that's what we forget. It's like, I used to tell you, Tracy, I used to lay on my floor in the dark, just laying on my floor, suffering with my own pain, just letting my thoughts be, letting myself suffer so I can learn from it.